You're watching Cheery TV.
Howdy everybody, and welcome back to Table for One. Today we are back playing Endangered, because I had a lot of fun playing it last time, and I want to play it again. I know it's a longer game, but I have too much fun with it. So today we're back, and we're doing a different scenario. In fact, it is a scenario that I've not done before. It is I think it's the Great Panda? The Giant Panda. That's a great panda. That's a great giant panda. But yeah, it's the Giant Panda setup. And there's obviously, because it's a different animal, there's a bunch of different rules. A lot of things are different. The impact deck is completely different, so there's going to be a bunch of new stuff happening I don't even know of. And there's going to be a bunch of different rules that I still haven't really read. So this is how you set up the Giant Panda condition. I mean, technically speaking, if you just have the base game, you can just pretend that the tigers are pandas and play with that, because you're still using deforestation tiles. There's no special offspring rules apparently, which I'm surprised about, because I thought pandas were like really not willing to bone. I thought that was like a big thing about them. Like, the pandas in captivity are like refusing to mate, which is why they're dying off as fast as they are, which is kind of sad. So maybe that's why I didn't include it, or maybe I'm just wrong. I'm probably just wrong. But destruction rules, there are some special stuff. In each destruction phase, follow this procedure twice. Choose a row or column, a line, that contains at least one giant panda. Roll the destruction die to determine which space in that line receives the deforestation tile. If there's already one there, move it to the nearest space in line without a deforestation tile. When a deforestation tile is placed in a space, all giant pandas in that space are... Okay, so it's actually the exact same thing as the tigers, except you just do it twice. And I think the reasoning behind that is because the win condition is much different than the normal win condition. Because if you remember from last time, and I implore you to at least watch the instructions of the last one, because I'm not going to go over all the rules right now. I'm only going to go over the things that are different. So you might want to see that in order to actually get a sense of what's different here. But normally when you win, you have to have a voting year successful, which means 4 out of the 6 countries that are going to be drawn are in favor of saving this animal based off the conditions that you have to meet. In this situation, that is the exact same thing. You still have to do that, but there is an extra condition. It needs to be a successful voting year, and a nature reserve has to be present, which means there has to be a 3x3 area of the board with no deforestation tiles. So it's literally just a substantially harder version of the game. And so, to make it a bit more fair for me, I'm going to be playing with 3 players this time around. Not going to 2, we're going for 3. We're adding the lobbyist. We're using the same 2 from before, just to give them a sense of retribution, and also because I like them a lot. We're using environmental lawyer again because of the destruction phase. You can, like, well, not during destruction phase, you can move destruction tiles. That's going to be very big, and if I remember to do that, which I will, because now it's actually important. Now I remember I didn't do it last time. I will remember to do it. It's going to be pretty important to move destruction a lot. Then, of course, we have the zoologist. I did change their thing to migration routes, which is when you perform an action that lets you move an animal, move an additional space, just so that I can get them as far away from the destruction while I have the environmental lawyer pushing the destruction away as well. So it's kind of like keeping them as far away as possible. I think that makes a lot of sense. And then I want to punch him in the face. I hate his face. Okay, you are so much more bearable. You have no idea. Okay, this is fantastic. I'm sorry, that guy just makes me I want to strangle that man. Okay, but this is the lobbyist. So their focus is a lot more on money and influencing the countries around them. And for money talks, once per your own turn, you may pay $1 million to add an influence to an ambassador. And so yeah, these are the 3 that we're going to be playing with. And check this out, guys. I'm going to shuffle this deck. I'm going to shuffle this deck. I'm going to shuffle this deck. And I'm going to shuffle the giant panda deck. So now this is actually going to be random. A bunch of stuff can happen. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's similar to the tigers. I have no idea. We're just going to see. And I might make a executive decision at the end of the game and switch it to easy mode. I don't think I'm going to. I think we're going to stick to normal. I think I can do it as long as I'm smart about it. and now we have Protest, which is really good. It's insane. Remove an influence and to destroy 2 destruction tiles. That's awesome. And adopt an animal on board to keep moving things further away. So I can have these pandas. I'm basically the sheepdog of pandas. It's incredible. I'm looking forward to this. So that is the rules changes. I know it was basically just as long as the last one. It's like half the size. I'll be cutting it down, obviously. But yeah, basically everything is the same as before, except with the rules changes that have been implemented. Destruction is twice as deadly. I have to have a 3x3 free zone of deforestation, and the impact deck is completely different. So a bunch of different stuff's gonna happen. That's the new rules. But let's just get right back into the game, shall we? Before I officially start, we gotta shuffle these around, and we gotta divvy out 3 of the bluey dewies. We have to divvy 2 greeny greenies and 1 gray. The rest of these have been exploded from the earth. We don't talk about them. So now the game is officially ready to begin, and we can choose who goes first by saying, I'm gonna make, oh wait, I need to give everyone $1 million as well. Money, oh, this is big money. This is technically a different setup than the last one. Like a different, a mod on tabletop, so everything's a little wackier. Like the board has got a bunch of lines on it. The money's apparently fucking huge. Interesting. Okay, but yeah, so we're gonna start, I think, with the lobby. No, we'll go. Hold on. Okay, I've decided the order. We're gonna go zoologist, then environmental lawyer, and then lobbyist, just because these two have a lot of play with things that I feel like they need to know the state of the board in order to make their actions very well. Well, the zoologist needs to focus on the animals, which is a lot easier to do. So we're gonna do that. So we are getting ready to get going. Also, everyone needs 2 cards. I'm really good at it. I'm gonna shuffle it again. I'm shuffling everyone's things again. I'm crazy. Okay, so he's got a volunteer card and a migration studies, which happens immediately, I guess. So that's an interesting start. Okay, so move up to 3 different animals, 1 space each. Okay, well, I mean, we could just make a bunch of breeding pairs. I was worried about this, but I guess I don't have to be anymore. This is great. Alright, there you go. And we'll just have, yeah, I guess you have fun. Have fun, guys. Alright, that was fine. That was grand. Alright, let's see. Theirs is canvassing. I don't really know where to keep everything. Impact assessment. Okay. And then the lobbyist has their own special cards as well. But for now, we have a donate and a research, which are normal cards. You know it's a special card when they're yellow. That means that only that character has that action. So now, we just get to play the game. We get to play the game as we played before. We just gotta roll these dice, see what we get. A 3, a 2, and a 5. The 5 sucks. Luckily, though, because we're on a 3-player game, this is another reason why I wanted to do this. I don't need to get 2 higher. I guess in order to play another thing. I only need to go 1 higher. So if I play a 5, I can play a 6 and do that action again. Before I couldn't because it's not 2 higher. Now we're good. So we have a lot more wiggle room in terms of what actions we can do as well. So this should be substantially easier. However, I have no idea what the impact deck holds, and every round we're going to be getting absolutely decimated by deforestation, so we gotta be really careful here. But the animals are here, and we don't have any persistent impacts just yet, so I don't feel the need to do that too much. I am a simple person. I see absolutely no reason why I cannot just use my 3 to go on the relocate space, get these guys moving up a little more. And because of migration, I can move an additional, well, actually, you know what, let's not do them then. Let's make this guy move, and then in an additional space, we're gonna make this guy move. So now we have a 4th breeding pair. We have 4 sets of boners, baby. This is going incredibly. This is going actually amazingly right now. Like, the babies are going to be happening. We are keeping them alive. And they don't have to move out of their space. Keep that in mind as well, because that was a tiger rule. So once they're in breeding pairs, they're basically just in breeding pairs for life, forever, ever. So, like, this shouldn't be that difficult. I think, yeah, this might actually be pretty easy. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out how horrible these impact cards are going to be. There's really nothing for me to do right now. I don't need to do any of these. I'm gonna put the 5 in gaining $1 million just so I can have some more money on hand for when I eventually do need it. And I guess I'll just play a card I'll just have this ready in case we need it, a volunteer card, just to get rid of a persistent impact if need be. I think that's fair. I think that's a fair choice. And I think they're good. I think that's the end of their turn. How badly could this go? Okay, so we have 4 breeding pairs. So we only need a 5 or lower. So this shouldn't be that difficult. We got a 1. We've got a baby, baby. Breeding always puts them in an adjacent space that's empty. So I'm going to put them right on there. Actually, let's put them right there. Put them right there. Have a good old time. Have a jolly old green giant. Actually, you know what? Let's not do that. Let's go. No, I'll go. I don't know. I want them. No, because they're already in a breeding pair. We'll put them there. We'll put them right there. Because I want to have like a space with just one panda in it for this next phase because it's about to get bad. So I think I can do 2 in any direction. I choose a row or column, do that. All giant pandas lost by display, and then proceed to do it twice. So I don't need to do it to the same row twice. I just need to do it twice. So we're gonna go. We're going column 3, 5. That is our first deforestation tile. It's rough. If it's a 5 again and I go on the same row, it will kill a panda, so I'm not going to go there anymore. I'm going to run the risk of killing a breeding pair. just so I don't kill. Well, no, that'd be stupid. That'd be stupid, but it's also less likely. It's also way less likely. There's a 1/3 chance of this panda dying or this panda dying, and there is a 1 in 6 chance of these pandas dying or these pandas. Either way, I'm going for this one because they're very isolated. Sorry, guys, but if it happens, it happens. That's just fate. Oh, we've boxed them in. We've boxed the pandas in over there. Good stuff. Okay, so they're alive. Everyone's alive in the first turn, which is great. I'm shuffling this again, just to make sure that it is definitely shuffled. And let's see what we get for the first impact zone. This is 3 of these. The persistent impact. At year end, lose 1 animal that is part of a mating pair. Then discard this card. Oh, that's not too bad. Lose 1 animal that is part of a breed. Just 1? At year end, lose 1 animal that is part of a mating pair. Then discard this card. Okay. That doesn't. During bamboo flying, every plant in that species will flower and die. Ah, I see. So they're just getting hungry. But it's only 1. Yeah, that's honestly not that bad. Because breeding pairs are very easy to maintain, all things considered. So that's fine. I'm not even going to get rid of that. I'm gonna let that go on its own. And with that, the zoologist has ended his turn. And now it is time for the environmental lawyer to go. Oh, but he has to draw a card. Never forget. Oh, no, that's... Ooh, collect specimen. I think that's another one of his specifically. Yes, it is. Lose 1 animal, then choose the active... Oh, okay, that's pretty good. We do like that. Okay, so now it is our turn here. We have our 3 dice. Let's give them a roll and rocka. We have a 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. Oh, oops, sorry. 3, 4, and 5. For what I'm going to do first, I think I'm going to do this action first. Once per your own turn, but not during destruction phase, you move 1 destruction tile to an empty space 2 spaces away. I'm going to get this one out of here. So I'm just going to shove it in the corner, just so that way they're safe. They're not super screwed. And now that it's no longer adjacent, I could pay $1 million to get rid of it with this action. So honestly, I'm just going to try to do as much upkeep as possible in terms of deforestation. I have each person doing a specific role. I have Mr. I want to keep the animals alive. I have Mr. I have Miss I want to destroy the deforestation, and Miss I want to tell these politicians, hey, come on. So we got specific designated roles for each person, and they're all good at what they do. So I don't want to use the 5 straight away. I'll go for the 4, because I don't think, no, I should probably go for the 3. Yeah, we'll go for the 3 on that, just so I can say, hey, just in case someone needs to do it again. So money goes back in the bag, and this one is destroyed, which is great. There's 24 of these, by the way. There is a ton of deforestation going on in here, but it's fine. It's okay. So now we have a 4. We could move another animal, get another breeding pair. I think we're going to do that, actually, just to say, just because now that one is also no longer adjacent, so we could get rid of that on the next turn if we can. And now we have 5 breeding pairs, so there's literally no way we don't get a baby. Every single turn we have a baby, which is just insane. And let's see. What else do we want to do? Do you have a card that is pretty important for later? This might actually be pretty huge. Pay 3 million and add for thing. Just to have that set up. Yeah, we'll pop that in there. We will throw that card down as the... So we got plenty of cards down already. We have very good cards down too. We're doing pretty good for anything special that we might have to do. And now their turn is technically over, but not really because we have to do offspring phase. It's a 5, so we literally there's no reason in even rolling that because we're getting another little baby panda, and we'll have him go out this way, so now I can connect these guys up and we can have more babies. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna use him as cannon fodder. We can make babies later. Deforestation is approaching. We need to save ourselves. So I'm going to throw him over there and say, hey, good luck. And roll the 1 row. And hope we don't get a 4 immediately. Because then I'm just going to do it again. Oh, this is on. No, this ain't too bad. Doing it again at a 5. Okay, so he's just been completely surrounded once again by deforestation. I'm okay with this. This is honestly, it could have been worse. It could have been so much worse. You have no idea. This is great. Okay, now, destruction is done. Impact phase. Instant impact. Lose 2 animals that are adjacent to deforestation tiles. Ooh, and that 3 times. Yikers. So, only 1 though, because I've been good about it. Only 1 of them is actually adjacent, so he dies anyway. He survives the onslaught of trees collapsing around him, only for him to get shot in the face. Man, that's messed up. I don't know when human development causes separation between connected panda habitats. Ah, I see. Why not just go around them? That seems completely stupid for people to do, but whatever, you know what happens. And now the environmental lawyer's turn is done. Got it. I don't know why. I shouldn't have found that as funny as I did, but I really did. Another card, they got to volunteer, which could be helpful, depending on how bad the next persistent impact cards are going to be. So now we have... Oh, is this the same thing as that one? Oh, yeah, they have another donate contingent. Cool. Okay, pay $2 million to add 1. Okay, that's all right. We're not going to do that. All right, so we are rolling the dice, baby. That is such a good roll for what our situation is, but maybe we'll get it again. Hey, you know what? We did get a 6. We got a 6, we got a 4, and we got a 1. So the 1, I literally can't do anything here, so I have to do something over here, unless I want to do something else as well. What I'm going to do, I would like to get a little bit more money, but we don't have like a really good way of doing that right now. So what do I have? I have research. Yeah, I don't really care about either of my cards. I might just do this and then canvas. We could. So I can only do this once per turn, right? Once per turn, yeah. Yeah, so I would rather dump 3 into something, I think. So we're going to keep the board fairly clear for them. Because that's just it. Actually, incredible point. All I need to do is maintain money on the lobbyist, and I can just canvas, like, every turn. I can just canvas every single one of his turns until the last voting year. That way everyone has at least a +3 on top of them. That could go crazy. But yeah, that's a great plan. So yeah, we're going to put the 1 there anyway, just in case someone else wants to do it. Imagine this is $3 million, because I just gained $2 million. So deforestation is taking a bit of a toll, but, you know, everyone's doing their job. Everyone's doing their job, and they're doing it well. So we have 3. And we're going to put it on, it doesn't really matter which one we do, but it would be nice to know what we're aiming for. This one I feel is important, but I feel like I want to know if we get America, because I feel like America might just be an easy cop-out. Yeah, we'll go in order. Let's go. Katie. Who the fuck is Katie? Who's Katie? Wait. This isn't a country. Wait, she's evil. Destruction tiles adjacent to animals? Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Alright, so Katie, I almost don't want to, I feel kind of bad giving them those cubes, man. It's kind of, I'm not doing Katie, so who the fuck is Katie? Who is Katie? Who is this person? Are these all just people? I want to flip them over and see, but I feel like that's just what the heck is the most evil country in the world out here. Okay, so we're not doing Katie. Like, just by all, there's literally no physical way we're gonna do that one. So, okay, that was all this turn. Alright, that was all their turns. We do this. We don't really need to do it, though, because it's gonna be a pan. No, we'll do it because you never know. It could get a nat 1. It doesn't mean anything if we do, but I mean, it's just be funny to see. We'll throw them back into the Thunderdome. throw back into the Thunderdome. No, because then we might lose 2 panda. But where do we want to throw? I guess we can throw them here. We're still gonna throw them into the Thunderdome, but we're not. It's a bit of an easier Thunderdome because here we go. Actually, Deno. We're okay with this. 5. So right over here, which means that unless it's a 1 or a 2, it's a 5 again. So it goes into the 4. So lots of destruction, but we can do it. We can do things. Oh, we can just protest. We can say, we're literally protesting Katie. We're just saying, hey, Katie, we don't care about your rules. We want to keep our animals alive. Oh, that's really freaking funny. Okay, well, the lobbyist is done, which means we move on to year 2, which means we do lose 1 whole panda, which is such a shame. It is truly a crime because of this. At year end, lose 1 animal that is part of a mating pair. So I guess we'll say goodbye to this guy. No, I like having options spread around the board. These guys have been breeding just babies that are made to die. So I feel like it's only fair that one of them gets to get the hoose cow this time around, you know? Just seems fair to the other animals. Oh, and we didn't do another impact card, did we? No, we did not. We did not do another impact card. So let's see this. Persistent impact. At the end of each player's turn, before drawing, they may discard a card from their hand if they don't lose an animal. Oh my goodness. Okay. So they're discarding a card. And we are immediately going to be volunteering to get that out of there, because that is actually just evil. Okay. And we have another one. Okay, we're gonna be... There's only 2 of those. We're gonna be safe from them. That's terrible. That's actually just awful. Wow. That's like really evil. Alright, well, we grab our dice back and we continue on. Oh, they do actually draw a card as well. They got... Oh my... We're so free. We're so fine. A 2, a 4, and a 6. Not the best, but not the worst either. We definitely... I think we want to replant. I think that's definitely an option. I have some money, right? I've got $2 million. I'm going to replant just because I want to. Because I feel like it's going to keep the animals safe. And also, we don't want the board to get overwhelmed with... Because we want to make sure there's always going to be a zone where it's safe. Okay, so... Yeah, we'll get rid of this one. Because then we can move this one and then do this action on the next person's turn. However, I am going to use a 2. I am going to use it too. Yeah, that makes sense. On the protest here, to say, hey, Katie, eat a dick. And we're going to get rid of these 2. Because I don't think adjacency matters for this one. Yep, it does. As long as they're adjacent to each other. So it can be adjacent to an animal. So we're looking very... This is easy. But, you know, it could be really bad. It could be really bad. We're just getting kind of lucky here. So, we do have a volunteer. I think I'm just going to use the 6 on the volunteer. Because I don't need to move the animals. We still have 4 breeding pairs. I don't need to move any animals right now. Yeah, I'm just going to use the 6 on volunteer. Just to say, hey, I'm not going to keep discarding cards. You're out of your mind. So, yeah, get out of here. And we're going to discard that impact. And then I guess take this back. And we're going to discard this guy. So, good stuff. Very good stuff. That is awesome. That is really... This is going very well, I think. I'm having a grand old time. If I'm going to discard a card, I want to use it to move a bunch of animals. You know, that's the main priority here. If I had another action, I would do that. But I don't, so I'm not gonna. But for now, offspring time. Offspring says roll. Offspring says baby. And we have a few options. I'm gonna go here. So I can probably move these guys to another breeding pair. Just worry about things later, I guess. Destruction, though, is gonna be rough, because there is still a lot of potential danger to a lot of dudes here. Where do I want to go? I mean, you know what? Well, change my mind. Baby, go here. Baby, we're just making babies so they can get killed. It's kind of evil, but you know, in the grand scheme of the world, it's for the better of society. We're going for column 6. 5. Ooh, bad news bears. So if we get a 5 or a 4, baby die. 1 in 3 chance. Let's see it happen. Let's don't see it happen. 6. Ooh, we're safe. And they're together, which means we can just get rid of them by saying F you to Katie. I love that for us. This is actually going really smoothly. All right, impact deck. Okay, it's gonna all go downhill eventually. Aw. Oh, low birth rate. There we go. Female panda are only heat for 3 days each year. Really? That's insane. But this is what I was talking about. When rolling for offspring, add 1 to the die result. Okay. We still have a lot of baby though, so we're doing pretty good. So we can actually hit the mythical 7. That's really funny. Okay, so yeah, we're good. We're honestly pretty good. Because now we still have what, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need at least a 5, and it's gonna add to a 6. So we need a 4 or lower. It's not bad. That's really not that bad. However, I would like to get rid of it eventually, but it's honestly, it could be worse. It could be substantially worse. If they weren't able to stay next to each other, this would suck. This would actually be terrible, but it's pretty good. It's honestly, it could be much worse. Environmental lawyer. So what I want to do, oh wait, draw a card. Protest, another protest? That could be crazy. I don't think we're going to need 2 protests, but we'll hold on to it. It could be useful. Their turn is officially over. So now we move on to so many phone calls, man. What the hell? Okay, but yeah, their turn is over, and now it is time for the environmental lawyer to take their stand. So they're grabbing this, and they are going to roll along. Where is the third? I can never grab the third die. Okay, so let's see what we got. We have a 1, 3, and a 5. Pretty good dice roll considering there's not a whole lot of stuff actually on the board. Hi, Sue. You kicked open the door. You little chap smacker, chop smocker. I don't know. A 1 is huge. 1 is very good. Okay, so let's see here. 1, 3, or 5. What do we want to do? What are they? Okay, first things first. Their special ability. They are going to move this guy right over there, and they are going to protest with their 3 to say, "Hey, Katie, screw you, you old geezer," and pop that in the influence bag to say, "Let's get rid of these guys. They just got placed there." Put those trees right back up. Stand them back up. They're fine. They're okay. And they still have 2 actions. I really think they need to somehow... I'm going to try drawing cards until I can get the one that gives us an extra $2. That's kind of important right now. I'm going to throw a 5 in there to draw a card. Lawsuit. Pay $1 million. And ooh. Sorry. That's just really good. That's an insane. And anyone can do that. Pay $1 million to just discard an active impact? Like, that's crazy. Wow. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's huge. That's really good. That's pretty dang nice. Okay. So let's see what our options are here now. So now they've played all their dice. So now it's time for offspring. Again, we have to add 1 to the die roll. We need at least a 4 or lower. We got a 5, which is unfortunate because it adds 1 to it. It's 6, so we do fail. First time we don't have a baby panda. Might just be our slow descent into hell, but we'll find out. Here's for now, destruction, and it's going right back on this guy. It's another 6, and 1 more. A 2. Okay, that sucks. I don't like that they're different. I don't like that they're not right next to each other. But it's also not adjacent, so I can just pay $1 million at one point and just get rid of it. So we're going to be okay in terms of that. We just need to focus a lot on this, because currently not a lot of good stuff's happening over there. So I think what I'm going to do is some stuff over here. But for now, destruction's done, offspring's done, impact deck says, 1 player may pay $1 million to remove 1 deforestation tile. That's pretty nice. Do want to do that. We kind of have a lot of other ways to get rid of it, but this is basically just a free version of this, which I was going to do in a moment. Yeah, why not? As you all, just be a gamer. Be a doll, would you? And pay, and we'll remove this one just because it's kind of an awkward spot. So we still have a lot of zones still, but again, there is still a whole chunk of the game that's yet to be played. So their turn's done. They draw a card. They get adopt an animal. Are you kidding me? Okay, right now we're not exactly getting the ones we need, but it's not the worst yet. With the lobbyist's turn now. So lobbyist says, "Give me my card. Give me my dice. I've got somewhat of a plan. I'll count that. Sure, a 5, a 4, and a 2. So with these dice, we need to do something. I need to gain $1 million. So I'm gonna put the 4 I could use. The 4 I can definitely use. The 5 I think is the one I'm getting rid of here. I'm gonna get rid of the 5 to gain $1 million. Gaining $1 million. Because I'm then going to spend that $1 million to add an influence to an ambassador. Just to say, hey, let's not get another KD situation on the board. Let's just see who this is. It's France. Active, persistent... Are you freaking kidding me? Why is everyone trying to sabotage me? Active, persistent impacts, so we need to just keep them coming? I mean, this one's not the worst, and either is like, well, that one sucks. I'm not doing that. We can't do France either. So I really hope the rest of them are nice. Okay, well, with that, screw Katie. And honestly, screw France too. At least it's just more fodder for this. That's nice. What the hell is this game? The luck that we are getting is not very high. Because right now we literally have 0 of that and 1 of that. We're doing so good, and the Earth is saying, hey, if you want us to like you, it has to be a bad situation, you know? It's so terrible. Okay, well, we have a 2. We could play a card. I could get a volunteer out there just to be safe, but I do need more money on him so I can canvas again soon. It would be nice to just have more money on him. I would like to have like a thing to get even more money. Yeah, I think right now, honestly, the situation is very good. I could move and you know what? No, because the zoologist can just do that. I'm like, well, he needs money so he can actually, or she needs money so she can actually like figure out what's going on over here in a timely manner. So let's see. So that was their turn. offspring phase. This is not the offspring die. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. It's gonna do this and stop. A 2. Okay, it's cool. So yeah, +1, that's a 3. We needed at least a 5. So we're good. We got a 3. So we got a panda again. I'm gonna throw this panda over here. then I can actually breed. I can put these two together, get 2 breeding pairs pretty easily, which is awesome because I don't have 6 breeding pairs on the table right now. This guy's still being harassed by the destruction of nature, though. Everybody gets 1. Another 6, which means it's a 5. So now there's a 50-50 chance of him dying. Sucks to be that. Sucks to be in that situation. Yep. But I probably could have saved him. But now they're all next to each other, and it's gonna be so easy to get rid of it. Oh, this is great. Yeah, and that's that. Wait, it's not that. Impact. Limited resources. Instant impact. Lose 1 influence from an ambassador. Then you may lose 1 more influence to discard an active persistent impact. Okay, well, we only have the 1 influence, and quite frankly, I didn't want France to have it anyway. So, fine. Alright, that does kind of suck. That does really kind of suck, like, kind of really badly. But it could be worse. It could be worse. We're done. We draw a card. We get, oh, freaking thank goodness. We got go to work. But we go to year 3. We go to year 3, everybody. This is awesome. I'm just going to flip the stack around and do it like that. There we go. So now it is the zoologist's turn once again. We grab our 3 dice. One's over here because we did a protest. And, not protest, we did a volunteer. We roll our dice. We have a 4. That's not the best. 4, 5, and a 6. I don't necessarily like that. But we have some options here. We don't have money. We don't have like any money. We need money on the table. Like we need it like real bad. But let's see. Let's see what our options are here. I think just straight up. Well, no, we don't have any influence on anybody, and I don't really have a way of gaining influence right now. I need to get more influence opportunity board. What I can do though is I can use the 4. Wait, I don't have $1 million. I can use the 6 to gain $1 million, a 4 to then spend that $1 million to just get rid of this one, and then I'm just gonna draw a card, I guess, is what I will do with the remainder of my mating habits. That is so good. You have no idea how good that is. Oh, I was gonna move stuff. Oh wait, hold on. I've changed my tune. I'm gonna keep that one there. I'm gonna keep my 5 and my 4. I'm gonna draw that card. I'm going to move some animals because that is my action of choice. We're going to keep the 5 just in case. 4. So we move 1 animal, 1 space, which means we can move it a second space. So we're going to go 1, 2. Actually, you know what? We're going to go 1, 2 to get them away from that sort of mess that's happening over there. So now we have another breeding pair. And then our 5 will go to playing a card, I guess. We can get that card on the board because that is a very good card to have on the board. That is an insanely good card to have on the board. Where's Canada when we need it? We're getting so many cards on the board right now, and we don't got nothing to show for it. But there we go. So there's their turn. We now roll our die. Again, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need a 5, basically. 5 or lower. We got a 4. Life is good. Panda, come on out. Get over here. Come to the land. Actually, get over there. Or get over there. Yes, we get over there. We get over there. Have fun down in hell. Oh, wait, that's the wrong die. Yeah, have fun down there, buddy. We're rolling this one. And we got a 5. Yes, keep them adjacent. Keep them coming adjacency. You know what? It's still adjacent. It did exactly what I asked it to do. It's keeping everything nice and in a corner, which is great. Okay. That's destruction, impact. Lose 2 animals that are adjacent to deforestation tiles. Okay, that sucks. So 1 whole breeding pair dies, basically. You guys are the current victim, well, creators of pain. So there you go. That happens 3 times. I think that was the second one. So we only have 1 more of those. Luckily, we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty alrightly. Fragmentation would do 3 normal, like if I was going hard mode. But I'm not going hard mode because I'm a baby. Zoologist is done. Draw a card. We got canvassing. Alright, I still need I need to sign petitions pretty badly. But we'll get there eventually, hopefully. Either way, we have our dice. I actually grabbed them all this time. So let's give them a roll. 3, 4, and a 6. Again, not the best. Yeah, really not the best. Especially because we don't have any money, which means we don't have any easy ways right now of getting this stuff off the board. That's the main problem that we have. Like, I could pay money. Like, I should get rid of that one. So we'll gain $1 million with our bucks or 4 million bucks with the 4, and then we'll 3 to just say this one goes bye-bye. So now again, nothing is adjacent. We're safe. And then I could move an animal, but then that prevents him from moving animals, and he's better at moving animals. So let's leave him to do that. We can add an animal to a mating pair. We'll add an animal next to a mating pair just to have another animal. It's basically just a free breeding action, which is really good, but we don't. I need money. I need money on the board. We have literally none. We have literally like 0 money on the board. This isn't great. All right, offspring phase. Getting close. We're already like halfway done. 1, fantastic. We make baby. And baby, oh, I got a little ahead of myself there. Baby say up there now. No, baby say, baby say up there now. Baby say up there. That should be fine. We need to get another dump of stuff pretty soon here. There's nothing saying I can't give him but I technically can't because the philanthropist is basically that character. So that's unfortunate, but it's fine because we're going to be able to go to work. We're going to be able to go to work on the next turn. We can draw a card, we can go to work, and then we do whatever the frick we want with our money. We can play a card, go to work, and then do whatever we want with the remaining. But for now, we didn't do destruction. We did breeding. We're going to go for up there. So the first column, a 2, okay, and a 4. Aw, poor little guy. Now we're in danger once again, but I think we'll be generally okay as long as we don't get another fragmentation. This is okay. This is fine. It's starting to become less fine because we are starting to run out of animals. However, we still have as many as we started with, so we're still doing okay there. We're just letting things get a little out of hand, but we can come back. We draw a card. Sign petition. Fantastic draw. Such a good draw. You have no idea. Okay, so their turn is over. They drew their card. It is now the lobbyist's turn. The lobbyist only has 1. Oh, because they're all over here. Because we're greedy. Throw those dice around. A 4, a 6, and a 1. I'll count that as a roll. Why not? Yeah, but I think it's fun. I think it's okay. Either way, I'm glad, honestly, because we needed a 6 to play a card. So we're going to work. Ka-ching. We're playing the 1 on the go to work, I think, because just in case anyone else needs money, because we all do need money. Like, let's be real here. And we could canvas to do a big dump, or we could just check and see what everyone's doing right now. However, we're about to be able to do that for free. So I do think we should just dump it. Or do we want to wait? Ooh, yeah, we should wait to see what the situation is, so we know which ones to dump on. We're being smart about it. Money bag. Yes. We flip for you. Will? Who are these people? These aren't countries. Katie, Will, and France. It sounds like a horrible freaking comedy show, like a sitcom. Oh god. Okay, well, action cards in play, not continuous. We already got 6. So honestly, we're gonna have to be nicey nice with one of them. It may as well be Will, because everyone else we're purposely going against. At least Will is on our side. Thanks, Will. You a real one. And for our last action, oh, that was an influence, by the way. I might honestly do a protest because we are starting to get a little crazy on this stuff here. We have money and we can get more money later. I don't want to spend money just to get rid of 1. Did I move 1 with their thing? I think I did. I didn't, but I didn't have to. That makes sense. Could add another animal, which would be nice. I could pay $1 million to get rid of like this. Ooh, that might actually be really good. What is better? Getting rid of 2 deforestation or adding an animal or getting rid of losing 1 panda? I think the deforestation might just be a general better thing to go for, right? So sorry, Will, I know, but I gotta do it because there's just so much happening. Actually, it's smarter to go for these 2 because that way there's another 3x3 grid. If I did those 2, that didn't really help with the 3x3 grid situation. So there we go. So we still have 4 on the board. It's not the best, but there's a lot of zone that's not been touched. It's all kind of staying to the outskirts, which is what we want to see. So now it's baby time. Maybe baby. We need 4 or lower. We got a 3. Hey, 3. That works. That checks out. We get another panda, and it's got to go into the Thunderdome. I don't want to put it immediately into the Thunderdome there, but I don't have much choice otherwise because, I could go over here. Yeah, let's go over there. Give him a chance of survival, Give him a chance. A 3. Okay. So, yeah, he's still not the best, but at least he's doing okay. He's dead. Bye-bye, panda. No matter what, he was screwed from the start there, which is unfortunate. But now it's another group of 2. We can get rid of it, but we need a lot of influence. We need to start, just going apeshit on influence, I think. I think that might be this next year's motives is influence and deforestation destruction. Because now, impact. Oh, it sucks. Oh, that actually really sucks. 2 more pandas. These are, I guess we get rid of them. Okay, we are now on a deficit panda, and because we still have that, 1 more panda from a breeding group gets destroyed. Let's get rid of them, because it's easier that way. We're down to 7 pandas. Okay, now things are actually starting to look a little scary. So now we actually have to we have to think about everything again. I thought we could only think about one thing, now we gotta think about everything again, because now we're into year 4. And give me these. Blum, blum, blum. Give me a flip. Okay. It is now... Oh, they draw a card. Give me a once action. Can I get like a 1? At least 1 visitor vote is currently a yes, and remove 1 destruction tile. That is kicked. It's a shame no one is a yes right now. Okay. Zoologist's turn. 1, 2, and 3. Plop them down. Give them a roll. We have a 2, 3, and a 4. I like lower numbers. We cannot protest. That's fine. We cannot plan. I already knew that. We could replant. All right, what does he need to do? He definitely needs to get some more mating pairs created. So with his 4, his biggest one, I think. Actually, yeah, with his biggest one, he's going to do mating habits just to get another panda on the board for complete freezies. And then we're going to, with the 3, discard 1 of his cards. He doesn't need all these. He doesn't really need this one. We're not going to play this. To move up to 2 animals. And because he has migration, there's this one. Before my action, unless you move an animal, you move in an additional space. So each animal can go up to 3 spaces if needed. But we don't need to because we're just going to go 2 and 1 there. So now we still have 4 breeding pairs. Everyone's still looking good. Things are okay. It's fine. Chill. And we still have a 2. So we can do something to help. We can go to work. Let's just go to work. Get some money. Get some money. Get some ideas. Get some ideas rolling. That's actually huge. Okay, that's great. This is a good turn. There's a lot of deforestation we have to get rid of, but we can get rid of it in due time, hopefully. Offspring phase. We need a 4 or lower. We got a 6. That's really unfortunate because now we're risking a breeding lives pair. We're going to have to go for this guy. Actually, we can go for this guy. He's completely free of zonage here. But now it's really starting to sink in just how much destruction is happening. And we're the same guy. No, not different guy. That's not fair. It was spinning on the 3. Doom was approaching. I had to act. You understand? You have to understand. I see no problems with what I just did. Alright, and players must pay $1 million to place a die on an action that came from their own deck. If the player cannot afford it, they may not place it there. Okay, that does suck, but it's not the worst impact that it could have been. Yeah, it could have been way worse. Could have been substantially worse, and we can get rid of that on the next go around. So we're okay. We're gonna be fine. Zoologist draws a card and is done. Another go to work could be huge. Could actually be really nice. Now it is the environmental lawyer's turn. 1, 2, 3. Whew, it is looking spicy. It is looking rough. A 1, a 4, and a 5. Not the nicest thing to see, but we could make it work. We need to get rid... Okay, first of all, using my action just to get those all next to each other. So now if we get a turbo dump of protesting, we could do it. We have a 4. I'm going to go to work, and I can't even canvas, though. Actually, no, I can canvas for $1 million. Because now I have 4 million, right? No, I only have 3. Okay, well, then in that case, I'm not going to do that. I was going to try to just get a bunch of canvas stuff and then protest, but I need to pay $1 million, which I do not have. I would only have 3. And I could canvas still, but then I won't be able to get rid of any of the stuff with that. So I couldn't. It's not necessarily worth it. What is the best play? I still think money is the best play for the first go around. Right? Getting an extra some monies is always nice. We cannot play a card. We can physically not play a card as a 6th there. And we're making it hard for the guy to gain the money that he needs next turn, but honestly, it's whatever. We'll get there. Oh wait, I can sign up. Oh, I can't even do this on. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. That's not good. That is not good. Okay. I think in that case, I'm actually just going to have to play the 5 here, gain an extra $1 million, just so that way I can make the dividends to canvas with the 1, because otherwise I don't see how we're going to get enough influence on anything. So we're getting 1, 2, 3, 3 influence, which is great because we're going here. India, mating pairs. Honestly, huge. That's easy. We can do that. We already are doing that, which is great. That's fantastic. India is currently amazing. Please breed. Please breed offspring babies. Make it happen. I'll take it. A 1 is fantastic. That's the wrong thing again. Okay. Pandas, I don't want to put them anywhere that's already, like, there's already so much deforestation. We're putting him back in the Thunderdome. I'll put him in this Thunderdome, so that way there's still a chance of his survival if a 5 or a 6 is landed. Yep, see, so now he's fine, and it's gonna be a 1. It's a 4. Okay, he died. It's okay though, because I was prepared. I prolonged it, so that way now there's just an even bigger chunk. There is currently no zone where we can win the game. There's no 3x3 zone at all. We have to be very, very careful about that. Their turn is technically over, except for this. Okay, that's gonna be our last. That's the last bamboo, which is good. And now their turn's over. They draw another card. Ooh, each player. Oh, that's actually so unbelievably helpful right now. 1 million, 1 million, 1 million. So now they can just canvas. They can gain more money. They can do like literally anything that they want to do. 1, 2, 3. They have so many options. And these dice will tell them what the options are. A 2, a 3, and a 5. A 2, 3, and a 6. The 6 might have to be get money, which means no one else will be able to get money for the rest of this next year. But we might have to do it because we're at 3 million right now. What we want to do first is we want to do this. Pay $1 million to destroy this. I don't like this because it's going to get a lot harder to do anything. So we're at 2 million right now. And then we can go to work and canvas again. I think that's a good play. Go to work because then we get 4 million and we can do this. We can do this. We can do 4 million. We spend it all because we're going to get a 1 and a 3 because we'll have $4 million by the end of that. So we're going to have everything revealed, which is fantastic. So that way we know what we're supposed to be going for. I'm going to put the 1 on this one, which is Brazil. And I'm going to put that on Melissa. Just influence here. Okay, honestly, Melissa, you're great. You're amazing. Yeah, that's fantastic to hear. Melissa, thank you. that I would have. It's fine, I guess. I don't know where all these people are coming from, but whatever. Okay, we have to go for these, which means we only need 1 more influence on Melissa. We could do some more on Brazil, and we need to dump either cards or influence on Will. We need to either get 6 more cards on the table, or we need to dump some influence on Will. Either way, we also need a lot more influence just to stay alive with our protests, so lots of stuff needs to happen, such as baby. 2, we do successfully get another baby to then now be thrown into the rink of hell and death. Let's just go here and see what happens, because I'm a sadistic bitch. We're going here. We're on 2, 3. I was hoping to get at least 1 more out of that one. I guess I don't want to go over there. No, you're out of your mind. I'm going for, I guess here, 4. It's the safest bet. Okay, that's honestly fine. We need to get rid of some stuff because now we are here. Year 5. Year 5 is officially upon us. And this goes, baby, no mori. We're running out of pandas. The pandas, again, we don't need too many. We do need at least 4 sets of pandas right now because I need that to happen. That's like a thing that needs to stay. Otherwise, I'm screwed. Also, they draw a card. What is this? Climate change summon. Add 2 influence to the ambassador that has the least or the most influence. Ooh. Oh, that doesn't even cost money? I can do that. I could actually do that. That could be really good. That could save us. I could actually save the game. That could actually save the game. Oh my god. Okay, everyone calm down. Roll this dice. What do we get? 3, 4, and a 5. 3, 4, 5. Keep them straight. Okay, what can we do? We desperately need to save the world. I think right now, Brazil, it has a little bit of love. I think I'm just gonna run that. Just to say, hey, Brazil, sorry, but like, I really need to get rid of some of this. This is a nightmare. This is an actual, like, horrible situation that we've got going on. So, they need to be adjacent. I think just these 2 makes the most sense, because those are the most risky one. You can then pay more I think we go for the money on the canvas for the 4, because we have all this money. Because what else am I going to spend the money on? I think we canvas, so we can canvas Will, so that way he's at 3, so that means we only need to play 3 more cards, and then I could play a card. I could play go to work. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna canvas and I'm gonna go to work. I'm gonna play go to work. Play go to work with our 4. No, with our 5, and we go to work. And we canvas with our 4, just so that way we have him in contention as well. Which I know is not a great turn in terms of surviving with the animals, but it has to happen. Literally has to happen, because now we only need to play 2 cards. I mean to get a 6. I mean to get 1 more influence on Melissa, which we can do so easily with his free turn. All we need to do is get a little bit more influence on Melissa, get a little bit more influence on India, maybe get some on Brazil, fuel Will a little bit more, and then we're home free. Because right now we're at 7. This is 10. We just need to get, well, this card going into play. If we can get this card into play, we're basically home free. Because then we just do it once on him. We get a little bit more on Melissa. And we can choose to funnel it into Brazil. We don't have to funnel anything into Brazil. There's a chance that we're fine. There's a chance we could succeed on the 5th year. Oh my god. This could be amazing. Okay, well either way, his turn is over. 3 breeding pairs. That's definitely not a success. We still have the 1 panda though. It's fine. That's honestly could be worse. Hey little panda. Good luck out there. 3 means 4. Oh, be a 2. I'm closing my eyes. It's a 2. No fucking way. That's insane. That's insane. That's so lucky. Holy shit. Okay. Pandas are alive. Pandas are alive, everybody. Pandas are alive. Lose an influence from ambassador. You may lose 1 more to discard it. No, we're not doing... Oh, okay. Well, I guess you, because it's more likely we're going to play cards than anything else. And we're not going to do it. This is fine. This is an okay thing to have. Zoologist is done. Draw a card. Okay, recycle is alright. Okay, it is now their turn. They can go... Oh, my. They did it again. Hot diggity diggity. We're going to not... abide with the rules from before. And we're gonna say, what is this? 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, 3, 4, 5. Not the... I don't like these high numbers, man. They have $1 million. They could go to work and then canvas again. But no, we desperately need to. Well, actually, yeah. That's the best play for them. Anyway, at least for... Because, right, we go to work with the 3. Get some more money. We get 3. We canvas on this space with our 5. Which we shouldn't really need to do anymore after this. After we get this climate change thing going. And then we dump it just into anything. It doesn't really matter which one we dump it into. We'll dump it into Brazil. Dump it into Brazil. Actually, no. No. We dump it into Will. Dump it into Will. Now he's got the most. And now we can take from Will if we need to protest. Which we absolutely do. We definitely need to protest. So I can get rid of... We can get rid of these 2. And then I can use my 1 action to just push this over there. So now it's adjacent and away. So now we have currently... at least 2 spaces that are free of any destruction and harm. So we could potentially win the game. Because right now, we've almost got the majority on our side. We just need some more fucking pandas, which means we might need to do this and some movement. But we can do that. We can easily do that. Okay, offspring. It's got to be low. 3. I think that's bad. Oh, no, I think that's good. Because we either need a 4, and we got a 4. Well, because of that. Okay, great. We got a panda. Panda, go there. Panda, good fucking luck, panda. You're going into that Thunderdome, baby. Everyone knows that the 6th row is the Thunderdome. Oh, 2. Okay, that does suck. It gets rid of one of our potential zones. And a 5. Okay, he lives though. The panda lives. That is the most important thing about that situation. The panda lives. Ooh. Please tell me someone has a free... No one has money. No one has money. God damn it. Okay, it's fine. It's okay. It sucks, but it's okay. That just means nothing happened, which is great. Nothing too serious just happened, which is awesome. Okay. It is now the lobbyist's turn once again. He needs to be able to play a card. He got a 6, a 6, and a 3. You know what? I'm counting it. I'm counting that one. Why the hell not? This one didn't roll. That's not fair. This one did not roll. Okay, we got a 6, a 3, and a 3. Okay, that's less nice. But it's fine because we can still play our card. We can play this. Oh, wait. We need to go to work first. We have a free go to work space. We have go to work. We play. So that's all the money that we just got. And now we don't have $1 million, which sucks. But it's fine because we do this. And now, currently, he's on our side. Will is on our side right now. We actually only need to do that for the 1 turn. So it wasn't the best play. But it's a good play. Because now we only need a 4 on Brazil. Actually, we can have that there, because now Will's on our side, India's on our side, Melissa's on our side. We could do anything. We should really, let's gain some money, and then just spend it to get Melissa actually on our side, because now we just need a 4. So Melissa's on our side. India is barely not on our side, but they might, hopefully, will, maybe, no, there's definitely no way they're going to be on our, 2 pandas are going to die. There's no way this guy and this guy are not about to die this turn. So, that sucks. But we just need, wait, 1 more on India? Okay, well, either way. Ooh, if only we had 1 more on India. Because then we could potentially win here. Is there any way I can get 1 more on India as well? If I just play this different. If I don't play this card, I could get 1 more potentially. Possibly. If I don't play this card, I have 2 free actions, which would have resulted in me still having $2 million. It was $2 million, could not get me 1 more influence. But actually, yes, it could. It could. I'm reverting some stuff that we just did because we could potentially win the game if I do. Smike Skid also loses the game, but it's a potential win condition. I'm playing for it. We have a 6 and a 3. We need to move animal. So we're gonna do this again just to gain some money, I think. Or no, we're gonna do that there. So a 6 there, just to gain a little bit more money, because money never hurts to have, especially for the last turn of the game. But we only need this one. We realistically only need to do this. We go 1, 2. We go 1, 2. Now they're fairly out of harm's way, and another mating pair has been created. So now India's on our side. We have potentially 4 on our side. If we get a 6, we could win. If we get a 6, we could win. It's a 1 in 6 chance that we literally win the... Oh no, now it's not, because Will doesn't have another card. Shit. Shit. Oh, it sucks. Okay. Well, wait. I don't need the money. I don't need the money. I can just play any card. Ladies and gentlemen, we are home fucking free. As long as it's not this one, because that one costs money. We play... It can't be continuous. Play environmental action. There we go. That's huge. Okay, so now we are in a state where if we get a 6, we can win. However, that we decide this after these next few stages happen. There's only one way that we win this, and it has to happen perfectly. First of all, we need a baby. 4 or less. We got a 4. Huge. Baby, go die. Go to the Thunderdome. Actually, go... No, because that's definite death. If we get a 1 and then they die, we still have this whole zone free, which means we can still win. Baby, don't let me down. He's going to let me down. There's no way this is going to be a 1. Yes! Baby, you're the best. You saved your town. It doesn't even... You got another 1. You're amazing. You are getting a party hat. You are getting a party hat. You might have just saved the town. This guy is a hero. This guy is a hero. He dies. He gets his face smushed by trees. But we're good. We're good. Oh no, upkeep phase. Impact happens. Oh, the players of the group may discard any 2 active... Oh, okay, this doesn't matter. I don't need to do this. Screw you. Go away. We're safe. Okay. Currently, it is a voting year. Melissa, whoever the hell you are, doesn't matter. You're on our side. We have a 4 or more. India, we have 4 breeding pairs still up and alive. All is well. They are on our side. Will, active cards in play, not including the continuous ones. That's 8 plus the 4. That's 12. They are on our side. Active persistent impacts. We have still just 1, so France is not on our side. And currently, there are certain adjacent to animals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So technically, they're almost on our side too. Katie, want to help me out here? Currently, if we were on easy mode, we just won the game because there is also a 3x3 zone of freedom right here. However, we're not on easy mode, and it all comes down to a 1 in 6 chance of being okay. And if this is not okay, we have to go through 3 more rounds where anything could change. Things could go horribly wrong. 1 in 6 chance. It's not going to happen, but it just might. Come on. Ah, it's a 3. Okay. Well, you kind of expected that. Okay. That's okay. That's okay. I'm genuinely okay with that because we move to year 6. This is the last year we have. Draw a card. Sign petition. Okay. The only thing that has to happen is we have to, well, theoretically, no, I don't want to mess with Katie. I'm just going to we're going to try to dump some stuff on Brazil as best as we can. Oh, this sucks. We're going to get a lot more deforestation rolls, and I really didn't want to have to deal with that. Okay. It's fine, though. Everything's fine. Grab your dice. See what we can do. That would have been such a great ending. I don't think the Pandas are gonna survive now. We got 2 6s and a 5. Okay, it at least lets us do some stuff that we might not have been able to do. We could canvas. We can canvas onto Brazil. That has to be the way we do this. We have to we have to dump. We have to put that there. We have to put that there, and then we gotta canvas into Brazil. That's the only way I can see this working out. We get 3 million bucks. We get 3 tokens on here. Brazil now has a 50-50 chance of being on our side, and everyone else is currently on our side. Baby. If baby happened, we are in a lot better of a situation. Baby happened. Baby freaking happened, baby. Baby go there. Baby is destined to die. I understand that, and I'm perfectly okay with it, because that is our only chance of success. It was baby roll. Baby go bye-bye. Baby go night-night, but that's okay. Baby go night-night. Everything's cool. All we need, I'm rolling for this one. This set right here, the 4. And we're hoping for high number. 2. It's not a high number. That's really bad. But it's okay. It's okay, though. Impact. 1 player can pay. We don't have money. That would be nice, but we don't have money. But it's fine because we don't need it. We don't need your handouts. Zoologist is done. Draw your card. Okay. Now, what's Katie? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7. We're not going for Katie. because we need to move this one, which is what they're going to do. With their free action, they're saying push 2 spaces away. So we still have our little zone of safety and freedom. And now they grab their dice and they see what they can do to somehow turn this around. A 1, a 5, and a 6. Okay, what is the plan? All we need to do is keep this zone clear and hope that Brazil is on our side. So the more we can up Brazil's chance of being on our side, the better. Unfortunately, all of our ways of gaining influence are on a 6. So they cannot do anything. So all they can do is keep the situation better for the animals. So what we're going to do, we're going to take away just a little bit of Brazil's love. Just a little bit of Brazil's love here. To remove 2 spaces. We're going to remove these 2 spaces. Or, no. Actually, you know what? We're going to get rid of these 2 spaces. Because now there's 2 zones that are potentially safe for these animals to live in. Which is great. We love to see it. With a 1 and a 5, we're using the 5 to place a baby. So we don't have to worry about the offspring roll. We have fodder. We have Mr. Fodder still here. He could potentially get another party hat like this guy. But, you know, anything could happen here. And with the 1, we could gain money, but that's not... This is their last turn of the game. It needs to be something that actually genuinely impacts the current situation. We can move the animal here. Because that way, if it's a 4, it goes up to here. If it's a 3... If it's a 3 or a 4, we're good. Animals stay alive, we're safe. That's the smartest move in terms of keeping it to... Because we want to get both our deforestation rules on this one panda. That's what needs to happen. So we're going to hope that it works out. And we're going to have another fucking panda, maybe. It's possible. Ooh, I'm spamming this roll button. Okay, but that's a little unfair. I think that's a little unfair. I think we're currently in a good situation where I can actually see it roll more normally, and then I think it's okay. Put the baby there. So now we have 2 pieces of fodder. So now we can definitely... We're safe. We're safe on this roll. Because no matter what happens, if both of them die, both of them die. It's not up to me. It's not up to me. It's up to God. And God says you're safe, baby. If we get a 5, no, it's another 1. So, you know what? I'll count that one. See ya. There we go. So we still have our 3x3. Okay, this could be bad. Whatever this is could be bad. I feel like did I not draw an impact? Because there's 18 turns. This is turn 17. There should have been another draw. I think we missed a draw at some. I don't know, honestly. I don't have an idea. So that one, should I play another one? 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, we should have had another one. So they discard a card. Okay, so I guess we'll say this one was already there, and we'll say they discarded some cards. Just so that way we're not... I don't want to cheat. I'm not here to cheat to win. I didn't mean to do that. So however long I was there for, probably would have just been one more turn, and then this happens. Another baby issue. That's okay. That's fine, because now we don't need another baby, although another baby would be pretty cool if we could get one. But we can't really put a new baby in a better position than this guy currently is, so we're kind of good. I think I'm okay. So, one more turn. You draw a card. Another 1 thing would have been great. Like another 1 action would have been huge. Lobbyist grabs their dice. Lobbyist rolls their dice. 2, 3, and a 5. 2, 3, and a 6. 2, 3, and a 6. 6. These 3 are safe. All we need to do is ensure Brazil's roll. But actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But if the baby dies, which it's gonna die, we cannot trust Katie. I refuse to trust Katie. So here's what needs to happen. I cannot canvas because some bastard already did the canvassing. I need to get more influence on them. I could add the signed petition, or I could go for... Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. We can actually finally do this card. So let's do the 6 on this go to work. It doesn't matter really which way we do this, but nice to do it. Actually, you know what? No, because I need to play a card and then do that. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's fine because we play anything. Doesn't matter. I was going to go to work again so we can get some more money, but it's fine. We don't need money because, bam, another card. Must pay 2 million. We did it. We add this. Oh, but actually, no, because that's least or most. We need it on Brazil. And Brazil's not the least or the most. Scratch everything I just did off the bucket list. Actually, no. Well, yeah. We'll play this. We'll play the 3 on planning still, but we'll just sign a petition. We'll go a little lighter. We'll go a little lighter. Play this 2 on sign a petition. That was a 2. Sign a petition. Add a little bit more back onto Brazil, so there's still a 50-50 chance. There's still a 50-50 chance that we lose the game, by the way. I want that to be perfectly clear. Things could be going a little bit better, but, and I can't even protest. Okay, I cannot protest, I cannot canvas, and I cannot social media campaign. Well, actually, I can do that one. That's fine. I could do anything else, though. This. I think this will save us. This has the potential of saving our lives the most. Because what I want to do is free up some space. So that way there's another chance for this baby not to be murdered to death. So I get rid of the 2 or the 4. The 4. Because now, if it's any of these, it's safe. And if it's a 4 again, it needs to be a 4, 5, or a 6 for the first roll. And we are super, we literally, we maintain our 50-50 chance of winning the game. We maintain it. So I like that. I like that a lot. I'm a gambling man. And I'm here to gamble. Okay, so offspring phase doesn't really matter, but it feels good if we get it. We got it. We got another little baby. Little baby, just go up there. And because if he does die, then we at least have a chance of getting the 1. If he dies first roll, we have a very huge chance of just losing the game outright. Like that's just how it is. Because then there's a chance of this being destroyed. But right now there isn't. So if he dies on first roll, we're screwed. We could be very screwed. Okay, we might be screwed. We might be in really big trouble here. Oh boy. So the safest bet is to go for these 2 or these, either of these rows. This one preferably though, because we need to hope that it hits here. It needs to be a 5 or a 6. Do you mind? Oh, sweet Jesus, we're safe. Okay, do you mind? I get it, you mind. It's fine. Okay, despite everything. Wait, also you need to discard a card. Also, wait, did I even get a baby? I don't think I got the baby because of the +2. I had a 3 and needed a 4. Yeah, I don't think I... Just die. Just die. It's fine. I'm trying to play this as if I'm really going against all the odds here. Because I am. Because that happens still. Last impact card. Oh, it's safety. It's a safety one. Thank goodness. Yeah, we're not doing that because we need all of our cards that we have in play right now. Well, we don't need them, but like, this is the end of the game, so who gives a shit? So... let's go over the win conditions once again. We're back in this situation. Things are a lot worse, but it's the end of the game, so we're fine. Win condition. We need a nature reserve of a 3x3 space with no deforestation. We have it, and all the pandas are currently in that zone, so that's like bonus points. Will. Active cards in play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're at the 13 with Will. So Will is ours. France, we all honestly, if we were stupid, we could have got there, but we didn't. Katie, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We did not get Katie. Melissa, we got Melissa. India, we have 4 breeding pairs still, which means 4, 5, 6, 7. Once again, it all comes down to Brazil. Last time we got, I think, a 3. We need a 3, a 4, a 5, or a 6 to win this. A 1 or a 2 are our only fail options. We have a 2/3 chance of success. 1, 2, 3, stop. Are you? Okay, fine, I lose, man. Sorry, pandas. Your sacrifice was in vain. You're dead as a doornail. So is the rest of your family. God, fuck. Are you serious? Brazil, I took 1 away from Brazil, and that's what caused me to lose today. I took 1 thing away from Brazil so I can keep these pandas alive, and they said, I don't like your tone, and now they refuse to let me... Come on. Like bygones be bygones. Bygones be bygones? If I could roll it 4 times, we're good. But we can't. I cannot believe that. I felt so good and so proud of myself. We could just say we played on easy mode. Nah, yeah, we play on easy mode. Guys, we did it. We beat easy mode. Yeah. You know what? We didn't beat normal mode. And we definitely didn't beat hard mode. But we beat easy mode today. But there is no easy mode in the way of life. And so all these animals are very, 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 very dead. It is what it is, you know? Floats the ocean, and I ain't about to do it. So, ladies and gentlemen, we lost again. But this is still a very fun game. If not for Katie and France, if there were anyone else, I think we actually would have stood a good chance. But we got Katie and France, and they were our first 2 draws, so I couldn't just immediately focus on them. So I blame them entirely. So if your name's Katie out there, what the hell, man? But this is Endangered. I think this is the last one I'm going to play of Endangered, at least for now. But also, I'm having a lot of fun with this game, so I might play it again anyway. You can't stop me. It's my channel. This is a lot of fun. This is a giant panda. It is a DLC to the base game, so you have to buy it separately. I don't have this one actually, so this was a really freaking insane fun time. This is great. This is really cool. So everybody, thank you for tuning in to this episode of Table for One, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye everyone.